Hello, if you want to watch exclusive lemon content on What If Naruto, then go to my Boosty. The first link in the description here contains such hot stories for adults, such as What If Naruto Was a Daddy for Sarada, or Kushina and Mikoto Vulgar Naruto Mommies. Follow the link and enjoy. I'm waiting for you.
Jinyu's point of view. Feeling the weakness again, Jinwoo clutched his chest and struggled to stand up. I knew I had to find a safe place to rest before it was too late. Squeezing his chest tightly, Jinwoo scanned the surroundings, desperately searching for any sign of shelter. As the pain intensified, he quickened his pace, driven by a determination that took him beyond his physical limits. Finally, Jinwoo spotted a small cave nestled into the side of a rocky hill. With a renewed boost of energy, he headed towards the cave, hoping to find the much-needed respite. As he staggered in, darkness enveloped him, offering him a moment of long-awaited comfort. Jinwoo dropped down on the cold cave floor, breathing hard. With trembling hands, he reached into his backpack and pulled out a small flashlight, turning it on to illuminate the space with a dim light. The faint light revealed a narrow passage leading into cave, inviting him to explore further. I never imagined feeling this again since I got the system. He coughs up blood. Damn it. Blurred image. I'm going to die here. The only thing I remember is the stab in the chest of the Ice Monarch with the wrath of Camus. I'm sorry, Sugo, my son, and Hein, my wife. I could not fulfill my role as a father and husband to you. There was no desire and no need, Jinwoo said with his last breath, closing his eyes. At that instant, he saw Een and his son, and departed in peace to the afterlife. She felt a serene sense of relief, knowing that her family would be safe. She embraced the comforting thought that her loved ones were safe as she closed her eyes. Centuries have passed since the time of Sun Jinwoo, and the power of hunters has faded. We are now in the elemental nations, specifically in Konohagakure. On the 10th of October, the day the Kyuubi, the nine-tailed demon fox, attacked Konoha, the hidden village in the desert. Things were not going well at all for the fourth Hokage, Minato. His wife, Kushina, had just given birth to their children, but as a consequence, the seal had been weakened, and the Kyuubi had been released. If that wasn't enough, he was now facing a man who claimed to be Madara Uchiha, a man who should have died a long time ago. His masked opponent had also tried to take his son, and he had succeeded. A blonde-haired boy with sky-blue eyes with 6 mustache marks adorning his face, 3 on each cheek. When Minato welcomed his newborn son, Naruto Uzumaki, he heard a sizzle coming from the bundle he was holding in his arms, and saw explosive seals on the blanket. Minato quickly uncovered Naruto and teleported to the Uzumaki Namikaze complex to lay him in his crib. He then returned to the battlefield to confront the masked man. Madara was a formidable ninja. Even the great Hokage had difficulty keeping up with him and countering the strange jutsus he used. Undoubtedly a skill of the Sharingan. Even so, thanks to his 2 powerful jutsus, Irasen and Rasengan, Minato managed to prevail over his opponent. Finally, he forced Madara to retreat. After the battle, Minato began to feel dizzy, so he immediately went to his son and headed to the secret cave, where his wife was giving birth. However, upon arrival, he discovered that Kushina was not in the room, but Hiruzen Sarutobi. You and I know that we must subdue the Kyuubi, and the only way to do that is to seal it. It will be difficult for Kushina to cope with it after childbirth. She is already in delicate health, and Tsunade is taking care of her. As we have already discussed, we must seal it inside one of your children. I know it's a lot to ask. Minato interrupted him. I have Naruto here, so we can seal the fox inside him. Hiruzen, take care of the village for me. Minato said this and used the flying Raijin to teleport. With that said, Minato left, leaving Sarutobi to teleport to the Kyuubi to help people. Minato soon arrived with her baby, wrapped in an orange cloth. He had brought him there because he trusted that Naruto was the only one capable of sealing and containing the demon. He began the sealing ritual, using an extremely powerful seal. He knew it would cost a soul, but he was willing to sacrifice himself. Finjutsu. Shiki Fujin. Minato shouted. A demonic figure appeared behind the Shinigami, a translucent, gaunt specter with a demonic face. Much larger than an average human, he possessed long, disheveled white hair, from which two red horns protruded. And his skin had a purple hue. She was wearing a big white kimono and carrying a rosary. When he wasn't wearing it, he was almost always seen with a tanti in his mouth. When he removed it, it was revealed that his mouth was full of sharp, pointed teeth, and a very long, almost serpentine tongue. When sealing a target, a series of cursed seals were spread across his arms. "What do you want, mortal?" the Shinigami asked. "Seal the kyubi inside my son, Naruto," Minato said. "You know the price, mortal, for summoning me," the Shinigami said. Just as the sealing was over, the Shinigami fell down to claim his soul. "Forgive me, my son. Take care of your son, Naruto." "Take my soul instead, it should be worth a lot," Minato said. The Shinigami didn't care that he wasn't the one who used the seal. "I just wanted the price to be paid." And so, that night the fourth Hokage died, leaving the child crying. Before the Shinigami disappeared, out of the moral plane, he stopped and looked at the boy. "Interesting. This guy can become formidable. It seems that my title of God of Death will be called into question. It will certainly be interesting." And then, the Shinigami vanished into thin air, without another word to him. Hiruzen appeared next to Minato's corpse. "Minato, you still had a bright future ahead of you. You didn't have to sacrifice yourself to seal the fox inside your child," Hiruzen said. Hiruzen's words echo in the silence as he stood by Minato's inert body. His heart ached to see him, knowing that this young shinobi had so much potential and a bright future ahead of him. But now, all of that had been cut short by her selfless act of sacrificing herself to seal the nine-tailed fox inside her newborn son. The third Hokage let out a deep sigh, feeling the weight of responsibility and loss on his shoulders. He couldn't help but think how much everything had changed since he accumulated the Hokage charge. The village lived under constant threat, and it seemed that each generation had its own battles to fight. As Hiruzen gazed at Minato's serene face, memories flooded him. Memories of a child with big dreams and a look full of determination. She recalled watching him become a skilled ninja, surpassing even her own expectations. And now, there she lay before him, gone too soon. "I'm too old for this shit," he muttered and looked between his teeth with a hint of bitterness in his voice. It pained him to see such promising lives being lost in the endless cycle of war and conflict. But, despite everything, he knew that sacrifices were necessary to protect what they loved most, their loved ones and their village. "Anbu," Hiruzen said. An Anbu squad appeared alongside Hiruzen. "Yes, Hokage-sama," said an Anbu with a bird kanji on his mask. "Take Minato's body to the morgue and prepare the burial together with the other ninja who have died, including the civilians." With one last look at Minato's body, Hiruzen silently promised himself to continue guiding Konoha with wisdom and strength, until someone worthy could succeed him as Hokage. For now, it was time to mourn another fallen hero and honor his sacrifice by fighting for peace in his memory. "Yes, Hokage-sama," the Anbu squad shouted as they took Minato's body away. Yes, things may have changed drastically over time, but one thing remained constant: Hiruzen's unwavering dedication to protecting Konoha, no matter what challenges came his way. At the conclusion of the event, we feel that this is just the beginning for our beloved blonde boy. With every obstacle he overcomes, Naruto Uzumaki continues to grow and evolve into a true hero. And, without a doubt, when facing any challenges that come your way in the future, overcome them with determination and strength. From his humble beginnings as an underrated orphan, Naruto has proven time and time again that he possesses an unshakable spirit and unwavering willpower. He has faced countless enemies, both physical and emotional, and always manages to emerge victorious with his characteristic smile on his face. And now, as he assumes the title of Kage no Kunsu, King of the Dead, we can only imagine the incredible feats that await him. With this new responsibility comes great power and even greater expectations. But knowing Naruto's character, we have full confidence that he will exceed all expectations and become a legendary figure of the shinobi world. Here's to our favorite blonde boy. Here's to many more adventures filled with excitement, laughter, tears, and most of all, growth. Because, no matter how long or difficult the road is, Naruto Uzumaki will always be a beacon of hope for all of us. Naruto's point of view: I knew the pain. He dies. Demon. I knew the darkness. I was born in. What did I do? A Chunin punches him in the stomach and blood escapes. Shut up, demon. You killed my wife and my daughter. Yes, I lost my home because of you. Demonic monster. Give me back my son, you fucking demon. He keeps beating up 6-year-old Naruto Uzumaki. She stabs him, burns him, tortures him, even rapes him, but that wasn't enough to satisfy the sangthirsty villagers. Molded by it. While Naruto was still being beaten by the villagers, he saw the third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, with a bamboo squad led by Inu. Inu shouted to the Hokage, "Yes, Hokage-sama. Capture them, and take them to Ibiki. Tell him he has full authority to do with them as he pleases," Hiruzen said in an angry tone. "Yes, Hokage-sama." Inu and the rest of the Anbu responded. The villagers started complaining about the Hyundai finishing me off with the child. "Shut up!" Hiruzen shouted, and using his murderous intent to freeze the villagers and some Chunin. Not only did they ignore Miley, but they tortured an innocent child. Hiruzen approaches Naruto, barely conscious. "Minato, I'm sorry." "Inu." He says go. "Yes, Hokage-sama." "Inu, Naruto, at Anbu Hospital." "Yes, Hokage-sama." He takes it and uses the Junshin. My vision goes dark and I lose consciousness. I didn't understand it until I was an adult. But I knew that one bad day is enough to understand that the shinobi world is not about amazing fights or being a hero. Technically, we're hired killers for the village cage. So I had to sharpen my intelligence by pretending to be an idiot for 6 years of my life, until now. I was assigned to Team 7 with the Jonin sensei, Kakashi Itachi, and 2 companions, Sakura Haruno, a girl with pink hair, and Sasuke Uchi, a black-haired guy with an emo look. As a genin, we were assigned D-rank missions, so I asked the Hokage to assign us a higher rank one. Then he gave us a C-rank escort mission to capture a bridge builder named Tazuna. While traveling through Nami Nakuli, we were ambushed by the renegade ninja demon brothers of Kirigakure Actus. The village is hidden in the fog. After defeating them, Kakashi-sensei had to interrogate Tazuna. He revealed that Nami had been taken over by the tycoon Navier O Gato, who had bankrupted the small island. And that Gato knew that if Tazuna completed the bridge, Nami would experience an economic renaissance. So after throwing a kuna and a bush, it turned out to be a snow rabbit, but I could have sworn there was something in that bush. After I got scolded by the pink howler monkey. "Kef, Kef, Sakura." But my intuition was correct when Kakashi-sensei shouted, "Get down on the floor." A sword appeared out of nowhere. Kakashi knocked Tazuna down. Sasuke crouched down just like me, but in front of petrified Sakura. My mind went on autopilot. I jumped in front of the sword. Crush. The huge sword plunged into my abdomen. Uff. "You're fine, Sakura-chan," Naruto said with incredulous tone. "Why, Naruto?" Sakura asked. Because Kakashi-sensei, coughing up blood, said, "Those who break the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum." Then he closed his eyes. "Naruto," Sakura shouted, not knowing that such a moment would shake the elemental nations. Naruto's thoughts. I'm really going to die here. No, I can't die here. This is my first mission to prove my worth. To prove to those fucking hypocritical villagers that I'm not the one I was in human form. I wish I could get a second chance. A strange purple fog was gathering inside Naruto's mind. Then he sees a shadow with bright purple eyes, and then he says, "Arise, my descendant, for you are the one chosen for the survival of this world. Arise now, my successor, for the title of Monarch of the Shadows." Previously on Naruto. Kage no Kansu. I was assigned to Team 7 with the Jounin sensei Kakashi Itachi along with 2 of my teammates, Sakura Aruno and Sasuke Uchiha. The Hokage sent us to the Land of Waves to help a bridge builder named Tazuna. The mission should have been a simple C-rank escort mission, right? Well, not if the client had mentioned about it. It turns out that Gato, the most powerful tycoon, is squeezing the economy to the last drop. And he knows that if this bridge is completed, Nami will be able to get other trade agreements that benefit his country. So we continued, but still on high alert after the Demon Brothers' ambush. Now, wishing that those bastards would humiliate me, I lost my mind and threw a crib and a bush. It turned out to be a snow rabbit. After Sakura's reprimand, Kakashi-sensei shouted, "Get down." Kakashi tackled Tazuna, knocking him to the ground. Sasuke crouched down, just like me, but in front of petrified Sakura. My mind acted by inertia. I jumped in front of the sword, sketch. The huge sword plunged into my abdomen. Then he closed his eyes. "Naruto." Sakura shouted. "I'm really going to die here. I wish I could get a second chance." A strange purple fog hung over Naruto's mind. Then he saw a shadow with bright purple eyes. "Get up, my descendant, because you are the one chosen for the survival of this world. Arise now, my successor, for the title of Monarch of the Shadows." "Who are you?" When the purple fog dissipates, he spots a man with black hair, a black coat, a white shirt, and black pants. "My name is Jinwoo, and you are my descendant." "What? How? What do you mean?" "I am your descendant," Naruto says, puzzled. "Yes, Naruto Uzumaki," Jinwoo replies. "Wait a minute. The chosen one. The monarch of the shadows. What did you mean by that?" Naruto asks. "I say that you are the child of the prophecy of this world, that the wise man spoke of," Jinwoo replies. "Wise?" A deep demonic voice asked. "Human, do you mean the sage of the six paths?" He repeated the demonic voice. A cage inside Naruto's mind was revealed, along with two torn red eyes. "Let's see if I can guess." "You are Kyuubi no Kitsune," Jinwoo said. "So it doesn't surprise you, brat," Kitsune says. "No, when they hate you for something you didn't even do. You must learn not to judge anyone by appearances," Naruto replies. Interesting. "It seems that you are not like other humans who criticize me just because I am a demon," Kyuubi replies. "Well, Jinwoo-san, what do you mean by these monarchs?" Naruto asks. "There are 9 monarchs in total, which are the monarch of shadows, the monarch of white flames, the monarch of frost, the monarch of plagues, the monarch of beasts, and the monarch of destruction." "Wait a moment, Jinwoo-san," Naruto interrupted him. "Didn't you say 9? What happened to the last 3? I remember meeting 6 monarchs and fighting 5 of them. I've never heard of the last 3. Also, monarchs are rare because of their immense power," Jinwoo said. "Why did you attack the village, Kyuubi?" asked the blonde. "Okay, Madara Uchi used her Magakyo Sharingan to control me, kid." "Magakyo Sharingan?" asked the blonde. The Magakyo Sharingan is the 4th stage of the Uchiha clan's jutsu. When a member of the Uchiha clan suffers a great loss, the Magakyo Sharingan can be unlocked. The wearer of these special eyes possesses abilities Amaterasu, Kamui, Tsukuyomi, and Zanagi, Kitamatsukumi, and Zanami and Susanoro. Kyuubi said. "Therefore, your father had to use the Grim Reaper seal to seal me inside, because of the Sharingan kid." "Wait, that means?" Kyuubi interrupts Naruto. "Yes, kid. Hyundame Hokage, Minato Namikaze is your father." "Why?" Jinwoo and Kyuubi see a dark purple haze in Naruto's mindscape while his hair covers his eyes. "Why?" Naruto shouts, shaking his head with his eyes glowing purple. "My power causes tremors in his mental landscape. The mental landscape begins to blur with a fog." Imagine Jinwoo's look when using his power. "Boy, calm down." Kyuubi screams. Naruto remembers all the beatings and discrimination of those stupid fucking villagers. "Cheer up, Naruto," thought another voice in his head. "Yes, I remember them now." Flashback. After the worst beating I got on my birthday, the villagers organized into mobs to hunt me down. I woke up in a hospital and turned my head to the left, towards the Hokage. "Naruto, my son, are you okay?" "Yes, just physically and mentally exhausted." "I'm so sorry." "Oh dear, will this life, this devastated land, ever find peace?" He sighed. "Be strong, Naruto. Because in the shinobi world, nothing is what it seems. It's never black or white, there are always shades. Although there will always be conflict and suffering, I am not saying that peace is impossible to achieve. Therefore, my son, never waver in your convictions, because you are destined to achieve great things." End of the flashback. My eyes turn back to the blue of the sky as the fog clears. Now I understand that strength is indispensable to save this world. Strength for the other Jinchukas, who are like me, so that they don't have a life like mine. Kit, are you okay? Kyubi asked. Yes, I know who I am. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of Minato Namikaze, Jinchuki of Kyubi no Kitsune, and descendant of Sung Jinwoo. Kyubi. Naruto was interrupted. Kurama. The Kitsune, nicknamed Kurama, said. All right, Kurama, said the blonde. By the way, how long have we been talking? 2 hours. Time in the mental landscape is different from the outside. You're dying right now. What? Naruto shouted at Kurama. I know how to save you. Kurama said. Yes. He replied. I will transform myself into a half-demon to save his body, Kurama said. Well, what else can I do to him? Jinwoo asked. You can use your power as a shadow monarch to enhance the effect, Kurama replied. Okay, Jinwoo replied. Boy, this is going to hurt, Kurama said. Okay, I'm ready now. Naruto shouted at the top of his lungs. Third-person point of view. Sasuke. Sakura. Take Naruto and Tazuna and run away. We should not have accepted this mission. Kakashi shouted inside a water dome to his 2 petrified students. Ha ha ha. Looks like I'm gonna kill 2 of your other brats. The one with that horrible orange jumpsuit is already dead. Zabuza said, but a sense of death was palpable in the air. What is this? In comparison, Yagura's bloodlust seems childish. Thought Zabuza. What is this feeling? Sakura, hysterical, screams in her mind, along with her split personality, giving her the reason. The feeling is the same as that night. A perplexed Sasuke. Is that the Kyubi's blood silk? No, it's more of a penetrating feeling, Kakashi thought. What is this? Kakashi saw a dark purple mist creeping into the forest. Purple fog. It's not Sasuke or Sakura. Even Zabuza's hidden fog jutsu doesn't produce this kind of fog. That means Kashi sees the shadow of a child. Naruto? Kakashi shouted in surprise. Previously on Naruto. Kage no Kunsu. Sasuke. Sakura, take Naruto and Tazuna and run away. We should not accept this mission. Kakashi shouted at his 2 terrified students from inside a water dome. Ha ha ha. Looks like I'm gonna kill 2 more of your brats. That one with the horrible orange jumpsuit is already dead, Zabuza declared. However, a sense of death permeated the atmosphere. What is this? In comparison, Yagura's murderous intent seems childish. Zabuza thought about it. What is this feeling? Sakura, hysterical, screams in her mind, along with her split personality, and nods with her. It's the same feeling as that night. A perplexed Sasuke. Is this the Kyubi's blood seed? No, it's more of a penetrating feeling, Kakashi thought. What is this exactly? Kakashi observed a dark purple haze returning to the forest. Purple fog. He is not Sasuke or Sakura, and Zabuza's hidden mist jutsu does not produce this kind of mist. That means Kashi distinguished the silhouette of a child. Naruto. Kakashi shouted in surprise. Flashback scene third-person perspective. Naruto. Sakura. Sakura shouted, trying to shake the blonde man awake. You fucking idiot, to die like that is pathetic, the arrogant Uchiha said. Sakura, furious, interrupted him with a slap on the front. You fucking bastard. Sakura shouted furiously at a stunned Sasuke. Did that useless bitch slap me? An elite Uchiha. Sasuke thought about it angrily. Listen, useless, he couldn't finish the sentence. Sakura, furious, kicked him in the crotch. Sakura, irritated, commented, fucking misogynistic asshole. Sakura, protect Tazuna and Naruto. Yes, sensei, Sakura replied. As for you, saying that furiously, Kashi's gaze locked on Sasuke, who was still holding his testicles. We'll talk later, Kakashi said. Unfortunately, they will all perish soon. Zabuza said this while wielding Kubikibicho and aiming a slash at Kakashi. Kakashi used the substitution jutsu to sneak up on Zabuza and stab him in the stomach, but it was later revealed that Zabuza had used the water clone jutsu to perform a horizontal slash and cut Kakashi in half. That clone was also made of water. Kakashi was thrown into a nearby lake. That's weird. Why does the water feel so dense? Kakashi wondered. You know how Kakashi is. You shouldn't let your guard down. Cool, shit. A hand emerged from the water and interrupted him. Water style. Water prison jutsu, Zabuza claimed. Zabuza was holding Kakashi inside a dome filled with water. He summoned two water clones. Kill the bridge builder and the decoys, Zabuza ordered. Shit. Kakashi cursed to himself. Sakura. Sasuke. Take Tazuna and Naruto, and get out of here. We should not have continued with the mission. A purple mist began to overlay Zabuza's hidden mist jutsu, and an unparalleled blood seed. What is that? Purple fog. Kakashi, perplexed, thought. It is also impregnated with a blood seed that surpasses the Kyuubi's murderous intention. However, the chakra signature looks very familiar to me. Wait, that's it. Kakashi sees the shadow of a boy. Naruto. Kakashi shouted in surprise. End of the flashback. The purple mist dissipates as the boy emerges. He was wearing a horrible orange jumpsuit and had black hair with purple tips. Think of Sun Jin Woo from the first chapter of Solo Leveling. Naruto? The boy who was in the shadow turned out to be Naruto. He looked towards Kakashi, who was inside the water prison. He turned his head and saw Tazuna with a terrified Sasuke and Sakura. He disappeared in an instant at high speed. It's fast. The two Jonin and Genin, along with a civilian, think in unison. System. Passive ability unlocked Wrath of the Hunter. Naruto's senses were sharpened thanks to the powers of Kurama and Jinwoo. His speed and strength increased significantly to superhuman levels. Like a fist traveling at Mach 20 speed, it slammed into Zabuza's face, sending him flying across the lake, and freeing Kakashi from the aquatic prison. What was the approximate speed of a cage? How can the Genin move like that? Zabuza thought about it, with a confused tone. Hey kid. What's your name? Zabuza asked. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, and I am your rectator, Naruto declared. He used chakra to activate a storage seal on his forearm, puff, revealing a katana. This awesome sword is called Mistiltine, Yumi's sword from Black Clover. Originally, this blade was designed as an anti-magic sword, but I customized it to suit my style and abilities. So, Zabuza, get ready to fight. I like you, kid. All right, I'll please you. I accept the duel of swordsmen. Zabuza made this statement while holding Kyubikibicho. Both Naruto and Zabuza adopted the swordsman stance. What is Naruto doing? He can't fight a Jonin. Kakashi and Sakura thought the same thing. Damn it, you idiot. That power was mine. An elite Uchiha. Sasuke thought, furious. Wow, that kid has a lot of attitude, Tazuna thought. That attack is unpredictable, and judging by his speed and strength in that punch, he probably has a power similar to that of a Sunin in Taijutsu. He's probably close to the overall power of a low-level Sunin, but he has no real combat experience, so I can't underestimate him. Zabuza thought about it, with a calculating look on Naruto. Zabuza Momoki, a renegade ninja from Kiri, a former member of the 7 Ninja Swordsmen. He graduated from Kiri's academy, murdering all his classmates, I guess at the age of 12 or 14. I have to be careful with him. Naruto thought so too, with a calculating glance towards Zabuza. After all, he had two good swordmaster, Naruto stated. Flashback scene 6 years ago. A week after the fox hunt, Naruto and Hiruzen travel to an unknown place. Naruto, Irubzen said. Yes, grandfather, Naruto replied. You told me at the hospital a week ago that you wanted to get strong for the people you cared about. They stopped at the hostages training camp. Yes, grandfather, Naruto replied. Well, I have two people who can guide you to become a girl, Hiruzen said to the blonde young man. Really? Who are they? Naruto asked. You can leave now, Hiruzen said without addressing anyone in particular. Yuga grandpa, there's no one here, Naruto said confused, looking at his grandfather like a fool. Wait, boy, Hiruzen said. Two ninjas appeared in sight. A woman with purple hair, dressed in an Ambu uniform, was wearing a mask with the kanji of Neko. A man with brown hair, with a sickly appearance and dark circles, was carrying katanas. Neko, take off your mask, ordered the hostage. Yes, Hokage-sama, Neko replied. Anbu, introduce yourselves to Naruto-kun, ordered the hostage. My name is Yuga Uzuki. As already mentioned, the purple-haired Anbu. Cough, my name is Ayat Gecko, the Jonin said in a weak voice. We will both be your sensei, Ayat and Yugao said, bowing to Naruto, who returned the gesture. Thank you. I hope they train me well, a grateful Naruto said. So, 4 or 5 years, Yugao and Hayate trained me in ninjutsu, taijutsu and my favorite, kenjutsu, because of my Uzumaki heritage. When I was 11 years old, Yugao, Ayat and I went to the armory and garashi. There I met 13-year-old Tentanigurashi. I wanted to find a katana like the one of my 2 teachers. So I was walking around the store and I saw an antique katana. A month later, I ordered it to be polished and we bought it. Naruto-kun, what is the name of the sword? Yugao asked. End of the flashback. 2 leaves, one in each hand, began to fall towards the 2 swordsmen. The leaves had fallen to the ground. Zabuza and Naruto rushed towards each other. The duel between the demon of the mist of Kiri against the monarch of the shadows of Konoha. Zabuza and Naruto began to fight with their swords with ferocity, leaving behind images of themselves. After 20 minutes of incessant attacks and dodges, they interrupted the combat. Naruto dealt Zabuza a vertical slash to the chest. Naruto dodged another vertical slash, but didn't see the slash Zabuza gave him. They separated from the exchange of swords. Let's up the ante, Naruto exclaimed, crazed by the battle and covered in lacerations. Zabuza, bloodthirsty, smiled madly. Hey, brat, use your strongest attack against mine, he shouted at Naruto, excitedly. Zabuza replied to Naruto, who returned the smile with the same madness. Yeah, let's go, Naruto replied, just as excited. As a dense chakra began to emerge, 2 chakra images emanated from both swordsmen. The purple face of a demonic knight began to envelop Naruto, while the red face of a demonic head emerged from Zabuza. Naruto and Zabuza stared at each other. They both charged at each other. Zabuza threw a downward slash towards Naruto's chest, while Naruto counterattacked with an upward slash towards Zabuza's chest. They shouted out their attacks, breathing from the shadows, esoteric art. The 9th form is the Shinigami trial. Naruto shouted his attack. The secret art of the executioner. Zabuza shouts it. Hew. Naruto and Zabuza let out a war cry. Both chakras' faces dissipated, and both Naruto and Zabuza were left back to back, their swords covered in blood. A dense chakra began to emerge, and 2 chakra images emanated from both swordsmen. The purple face of a demonic knight began to envelop Naruto, while the red face of a demonic head emerged from Zabuza. Naruto and Zabuza exchanged intense glances and pounced on each other. Zabuza intended to attack Naruto's chest from below, while Naruto would do the same to Zabuza from above. They launched their attacks with screams. Breathing of the shadows, esoteric art, 9th form judgment of the Shinigami. Naruto announced his attack. Secret arts. Cut of the executioner. Zabuza shouted. Hew. Naruto and Zabuza exchanged battle cries. Shin. Sketch. Both chakras' faces dissipated, and both Naruto and Zabuza were left there on their backs, their swords covered in blood. Flashback to the duel. Kakashi-sensei, we have to stop him before he gets killed. Sakura, worried, said. We can't stop a duel of swordsmen until one of them dies. Kakashi explained. I just hope Naruto gets out alive. Kakashi thought about it. Later images of Naruto and Zabuza, moving at speeds of John in alto. Konoha Yum and Kazuki no Mai, Crescent Moon Dance. Shadow Dansu, Shadow Dance. Naruto launched his attack. 2 shadow clones of Naruto appeared, and all 3 Naruto went into action. One clone cut Zabuza's back, another pierced his abdomen, and the real Naruto jumped into the air and headed towards Zabuza's face, leaving an ugly scar on his eye. What do you think? No eyebrows. It's the revenge for stabbing me earlier, Naruto said arrogantly. You fucking brat. Zabuza shouted angrily, holding on to the eye that Naruto had cut out of him. Zabuza jumped back up and swung on Naruto. As both swordsmen resumed their kenjutsu combat, Kakashi reflects. That was the Crescent Moon Dance, remember Yugao and Hayate. Did they teach you that technique? Kakashi-sensei, will Naruto win? Sakura asked with a hopeful tone. Sakura, I sincerely hope so, Kakashi replied. The idiot will still be an idiot, no matter the circumstances, Sasuke commented. Kakashi narrowed his eyes at and said, "Shut up, Sasuke, or I'll take away your ninja status." "What? You can't do that to me. I'm an Uchiha. An elite ninja," Sasuke exclaimed. Kakashi, fed up, grabbed him by the collar of his shirt. "Listen, brat. I don't care if you think yourself a gift from Kami, transmitted by the earth, because your clan is full of narrow-minded fools, who are only based on their lineage. I have only met two non-arrogant Uchihas, one of whom was your brother," Kakashi said with an irritated tone. When Sasuke heard the word brother, he burst out. "That fucking traitor is no Saint." Sakura, fed up with Sasuke's antics, interrupted him with a slap on the neck. "I can't believe that my mother will force me to love this asshole," Sakura said with an annoyed tone. An air of blood silk permeated the atmosphere. The two ninjas and the civilian heard. "Let's up the ante." "What's going on?" Kakashi asked. The purple and red chakra covered the two swordsmen, then faded away, and everyone saw Naruto and Zabuza on their backs, with their bloody swords. End of the flashback. A tense silence fell over the battlefield. "Hew." Naruto coughed up blood as he suffered a laceration on the right side of his chest, running down his torso. "You're strong, kid, but I have more experience than you." Zabuza, he interrupted himself, coughing up blood, and suffering a cut from his left shoulder to his torso. "What? The brat attacked me too," Zabuza thought. Zabuza's thoughts were interrupted when Kakashi kicked him in the back of the head, throwing him into the nearby lake. He looked at Naruto and said, "You did well. I'll take care of it from now on," Kakashi said with a mocking smile directed at Naruto. Kakashi ran towards the injured Zabuza. Zabuza joined and made a series of hand stamps, while Kakashi copied them exactly. "Tsuchiyuden no Jutsu," they both exclaimed in unison. Two water dragons emerged from the water and engaged in a battle that ended in a draw. Zabuza was surprised that Kakashi followed him so closely and with such precision. "Are you following my movements?" Zabuza asked, but Kakashi interrupted him. "Are you reading them?" he concluded. Kakashi made a few more stamps, which surprised Zabuza. "Not Yuzu," Kakashi shouted as a stream of water threw Zabuza against a tree. "How?" Zabuza asked weakly. "Can you see the future?" "Yes," Kakashi replied. "Your future is death." Just at that moment, Tozenbon appeared out of nowhere and plunged into Zabuza's neck, killing him. Surprised, Kakashi looked up and saw a mist ninja with an Anbu mask. He would not have been more than 15 years old. A ninja hunter from Kiri. As he got up, Naruto muttered to himself, "Thank you very much. I've been looking for a chance to take down this criminal," the mysterious ninja declared. "Ninja hunter, you're welcome," Kakashi said. With that said, the hunter ninja carried Zabuza's body and disappeared. "Hey, Naruto." "Yes," Naruto replied. "Take me to Tezuna's house." At that moment, Kakashi collapsed to the ground, unconscious. Naruto sighed and summoned two shadow clones to transport Kakashi. "Tezuna, where do you live?" Naruto asked. Time jump. After a short break, the group resumed their journey to the Land of Waves. Just a few kilometers from the finish, they arrived in the village at sunset and headed straight to Tezuna's house. As soon as he entered, Tezuna was hit in the face with a frying pan. A drop of sweat fell on all the genin. "It's about time, Dad," a black-haired woman shouted, suddenly appearing. "Tsunami, dear, we got a little distracted by some enemy ninjas, but nothing these brave ones couldn't handle. Especially the one with the ugly monkey," she said, smiling at her daughter. "Is the guest room clean?" "We need this one to rest for a while," he said, pointing at Kakashi. "Yes, Dad, the room is clean. Take him upstairs and I'll make dinner." Tsunami returned to the kitchen, this time with her frying pan. "Try to stay away from her for now," she whispers to the team. "When he gets angry, he starts throwing things, heavy things." He finished with a shiver, causing the genin to drop a drop of sweat. Sasuke and Naruto ran up the stairs, with Kakashi wrapping his arms around them, and found the guest room. The two boys took their sensei's sleeping bag out of their backpack, stuffed it inside, and walked towards the door. When Naruto went out after Sasuke, Sakura stopped him. "Hey, Naruto, can we talk outside?" Sakura asked. "Okay," Naruto replied in a confused voice. They both went out. "Okay, Sakura, what did you want to talk about?" Naruto asked Sakura, who seemed nervous. Thank you for saving my life, Naruto, Sakura said nervously. You're welcome, Sakura. Is there anything else? Naruto replied. When I saw you take the hit for me, I heard Sasuke disrespect you. Sakura started crying. I slapped her. I didn't even like that bastard. I was forced to do it because my mother wanted the influence of the Uchiha clan. When I refused, he hit me. But when he saw you saving me from some bullies when I was 6, he sent a mob after you. So, in order to save you, and for you to stop mistreating me, I had to become a fan of that damn Uchiha. Breaking my friendship with Nino, and mistreating you in the process, even though all you wanted was to be my friend. I'm a horrible person. Sakura collapses and sobs. When he looks up, he feels a hand on his shoulder. His blue-green eyes meet Naruto's, of an ocean blue, and he dedicates a sincere smile to her. Sakura, I don't blame you. Along with your regret for the mistakes you've made, that's something that deserves to be forgiven. Naruto. She hugs him while still crying. How can I thank you for that? Sakura asks. Naruto remembers what the Hokage told him when he lost all hope. Be strong, Naruto, the Hokage's voice echoed in his mind. Be strong, Sakura. This world is ruthless with the marginalized, and sometimes I think that peace is too difficult to achieve. But, as Naruto contemplates the moonlit sky, I believe that peace is possible. Naruto stands up and extends his hand to Sakura, who takes it. Sakura will tell you, either you let the world take you down, or you bloom, like the cherry blossom that you are. Yes, Naruto. I will become strong, Sakura stated determinedly. Thank you again, Naruto, Sakura said. Time jump. The morning after the meeting with Zabuza, and an emotional night for Naruto and Sakura. The waves were crashing against the docks as dawn broke. Kakashi remained in his sleeping bag, dressed in his Junin uniform, going over the battle in his mind. Something doesn't add up, he thought as the door opened with a creak, letting Tsunami see. Have you just woken up? Are you okay? She asked, leaving a small plate of food and a glass of water by his side. I've been better, I'm just tired, he said, sitting up and taking a sip from the glass. Rest until you get your strength back, Tsunami said, smiling at the silver-haired Junin as he lay back down. Tsunami came out just as the rest of Team 7 and Tazuna entered the room. Good morning, Kakashi-sensei. Are you feeling better? A slightly worried Naruto asked. Much better, thank you, Naruto. He's still a little stiff, Kakashi replied, flexing his neck muscles and emitting a gentle snap. Listen, sensei, your Sharingan is amazing, but if it demands so much of you, it might not be worth it, Sakura told him. Unaware that his Sharingan had saved his and others' lives numerous times. Well, they managed to defeat one of the most powerful assassin ninja, so we'll be as safe as that for a while, Tazuna sighed, wiping the sweat from his forehead. What happened to the boy who took him? Sakura asked. He belongs to the village's elite tracking unit, which is hidden in the fog. Those masks are only worn by the most skilled shinobi, Kakashi began to say. Why do I feel this way now that Zabuza is gone? As soon as Kakashi finished explaining Anbu special operations to his students, memories of his own time as Anbu invaded him. Something's wrong, it's like I've missed something. Kakashi-sensei. Are you all right? Sakura asked with a worried expression. Yes. In short, the tracker ninjas take care of the body immediately and on the spot, leaving no room for error, Kakashi continued. Is that really important? Sakura asked, puzzled. At that very moment, Naruto understood something. Shit. Is Zabuza still alive? Naruto asked. Sakura, Tazuna and Tsunami gasped. What? Don't tell me you're serious. Sakura shouted. No, really. That ninja hunter hit him with 2 needles on Bony took him away. He could be a good actor and fake his death or something, Naruto explained. While it wasn't entirely true, it wasn't completely wrong either. Shut up, Naruto, and I'm afraid that, with all the evidence I've considered, it seems to me that Zabuza might still be alive and kicking. Kakashi sighed. Sasuke's eyes widened at the prospect of a rematch with the assassin. Kakashi's words had confirmed his suspicions. Kakashi-sensei, you checked on him yourself and reported that his heart had stopped. Sakura began to panic, unable to stand that terrible Jonin's bloodlust again. His heart did stop, but only temporarily to simulate death. Well, brat. Looks like we're gonna have a rematch. Kurama let out a giggle on Naruto's head. They were interrupted by a scream coming from the door. You're all idiots. A voice shouted from the doorway as a small figure entered. It's the same boy from yesterday, Naruto mused, remembering what he saw through the door. The boy ran to his grandfather. Inari, that was very rude. These ninjas helped your grandfather and brought him back safe and sound. Tsunami reprimanded him with a stern expression. It's okay. I was rude to them too, Tazuna said with a smile. Ha! Who does that guy think he is to insult us like that? Especially Naruto? Sakura screamed inside again. Sakura looked at Naruto with concern. Don't you realize that these people are going to die? The cat men will come and kill them. Inari shouted again, hoping that she could save more lives. Okay, this guy is getting on my nerves. Naruto thought about it, while his right eye trembled dangerously as he looked at the boy. Time jump outside. Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi, who were walking on a single makeshift crutch at the time, entered the forest about an hour later. When everyone else had finished eating lunch, Kakashi was in the front, and Naruto was walking next to Sakura. What do you think Kakashi-sensei will teach us? Naruto questioned her. I honestly don't know, Sakura replied. Everyone saw Sasuke leaving the house. Today, my lovely genin, we will learn the art of walking on trees, Kakashi said. Just concentrate your chakra on the soles of your feet. Then use it to connect with the tree. This will help you to control your chakra better. Learning to direct the chakra to any part of the body and keep it flowing will allow them to master any jutsu. Sensei, I already know the chakra exercise, Naruto said to Kakashi, who was surprised. Well, could you show us, Naruto? Kakashi asked with a mocking smile. The fool can probably walk a few meters up the tree, the arrogant Sasuke commented. It said Uchiha. And you can see Naruto and Sakura in the middle of the tree. How? Thought the irate Uchiha. Awesome, Naruto. Sakura, you should keep working on increasing your chakra, Kakashi replied. If that idiot and that useless one can do it, so can I, Sasuke thought. He approached the tree. He had barely taken 4 steps when the bark exploded on him. Damn it! Uchiha exclaimed. And if you have too little chakra, you won't get stuck. If you have too much, the crust will explode on you, Kakashi said. Sasuke growled with annoyance. A couple of days later, at Tazuna's house. After 4 hours of training, Team 7 was having dinner when a small child broke the silence. Inari glared at the teenager with black and purple hair, who seemed indifferent, until the boy exploded. Why are you trying so hard? No matter how much you train, you will never be able to beat the cat bullies. You act brave, and you show yourself very hard, but the cat ones are serious. She said through tears. They will destroy you. Everyone looked at the boy, stunned by the outburst, except Naruto, who looked bored. Are you done complaining yet? He asked, frowning slightly with irritation. Just seeing you gets me all worked up, Inari shouted. You talk about more without knowing anything. She sobbed. This is not your town. You're always joking. You have no idea what suffering or loneliness is, or what my life has been like. Naruto shuddered, and Kakashi, who was sitting next to him, felt the air around him fill with barely contained rage. Oh shit, Kakashi thought, the kid shouldn't have said that. A tense silence flooded the room. A purple haze began to form. A giggle was heard. A dark, manic giggle. I know nothing of suffering, Naruto said. Then I guess. She asked, with her bangs covering her eyes and without lifting her head, do you think it's noble that the protagonist of a drama series treats everyone around him as if they were an audience that just wants to tell sad stories? He raised his head, and the fury in his eyes, lit by a purple glow, was palpable, pinning Inari and his companions to their seats. I guess it takes a real man for you to sit around complaining all damn day, big whiner. Naruto stood up, giving him one last withering look over his shoulder. I'm disgusted by people like you. he muttered and walked out the door. Sasuke shuddered as he felt Naruto's pent-up fury. I've never seen him so angry, Uchiha thought. You fucking brat! Naruto exclaimed as he cut down the trees in his path with his claw-like nails. Boy, stop before you enter an incomplete demonic state. Kurama shouted mentally. Okay, Kur, but Naruto passed out on the tree. We returned to Tezuna's house. Inari was staring at the sea, still shocked from his heated argument with Naruto. Can I sit with you? Kakashi asked, looking at him. When he got no answer from the boy, he sat down. It must have been hard growing up without your father, Kakashi murmured. I understand, he mused, smiling ruefully. But you were wrong about Naruto. He understands that feeling, especially because he spent the first years of his life without parents. Inari flinched, looking at him in surprise, and Kakashi sighed. He never had a single friend, no one to share his dreams with. When I met him, he lived alone in a cheap apartment, with hardly any food or amenities. I would have been your age back then. Inari was horrified at the thought, but Kakashi continued. Only after discovering this, the Hokage assigned him a caretaker, but some wounds are deep, and no care can heal a wound that exists from birth. Naruto will carry those scars until he dies. Kakashi smiled. So that's why he exploded with you. He can't stand to see you feel sorry for yourself. Inari looked at him and let out a giggle. He's got it out of his system, and he won't stop until he's brought you to your senses. The next morning in the forest. What happened here? The female figure asked. He saw the devastated forest, with claw marks on the trees, and Naruto sleeping in one. He's the guy who challenged Zabuza's Amma to a sword duel. Should I kill him? Said the figure, placing his hand in a position to strangle him, but stopped and woke him up. Are you okay? Hello? Are you there? Naruto suddenly opened his eyes, surprising whoever had tried to wake him up. He quickly adopted his taijutsu stance, but relaxed as he realized that she was just an ordinary teenage girl looking at him. He looked around and realized that he was in the same clearing where they had been training the last few days. I should have fallen asleep outside. She did not show concern, but smiled at him and said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Naruto replied with a smile, no problem. I wasn't planning on jumping like that. You know, they're reflections. Is that the real star? Are you really a shinobi? She inquired, completing her role as an unsuspecting civilian. He smiled back at her and stood up straight. Yes, I am a shinobi from Konoha. I will protect her with my life. The girl was amused by Naruto's behavior. Naruto looked at her again. This girl is a shinobi, Kurama thought. I know. I'll use my idiot mask to get information about her, because, judging by her chakra, she might be Zabuza's accomplice. I also sensed the power of a monarch. When Naruto mentally spoke to Kurama, he nodded. What's your name, miss? Naruto asked. Aku. She replied. And yours? Aku asked. Naruto Uzumaki, he said. What are you doing here so early? Picking herbs, Aku replied politely, turning around to continue looking at the plants on the ground. Herbs? Naruto asked. Aku smiled and turned her head to look at him. That's right. They are used to treat wounds and diseases. A friend of mine got hurt, so I'm looking for herbs to heal him. I can help you. I still have time before I go back to breakfast, he said, guiding her among the plants. I had learned something about herbs by reading, but hadn't done any research. They spent a while rummaging through the plants before Aku spoke again. By the way, what are you doing here so early? He gave her one of his big smiles and said, training. And why do you train? I want to get stronger. But you seem pretty strong already. No, I want to get stronger and stronger. Aku was silent for a moment before continuing to rummage on the forest floor. Are you doing it for someone else or just for you? Yugao-sensei, Ayat-sensei, Hokage Ojizan, Iruka-sensei, Kakashi-sensei. Ten-chan, Sakura-chan, yes, I have valuable people to protect, Naruto thought. He had a thoughtful look on his face. I think you're right. I get it. She nodded. She took her basket, now full of herbs. Thank you. I think you'll get strong. He started to come out of the clearing. By the way, I'm a boy, he said, walking away and leaving Naruto stunned. He couldn't be a boy. He couldn't be a boy. You're lying, he exclaimed before he could control himself. Me, she murmured. He sighed. Yes, I am. Because of Gato, his men are not always polite. Naruto was horrified. There's nothing to worry about. I promise not to tell anyone, Ninnin Hunter. Tell Zabuza I send my regards, Naruto said. What? Aku asked in a surprised tone, turning around to see that Naruto had left. I must inform Zabuza's Ama about this, Aku said. Time jump. It was a beautiful sunny morning, in the country of waves. There was barely a cloud in the sky, and it seemed like a good day to move a little further in the construction of the bridge. Naruto was sleeping when he heard Mom. He woke up and asked, was it Inari? Naruto expressed his dream. Naruto, you'd better check downstairs, Kurama said. Run and Nari. Get away from here. She screamed at him, while he was paralyzed with fear. Shall we take him too? The bully with the eye patch asked. We only need one hostage, the shorter one replied cruelly, his eyes filling with tears. So, did I kill him? Inquired the thug of the patch, pulling out his razor. Wait a minute. Tsunami exclaimed. If you kill that child, I'll rip my tongue out and kill myself. His threat took them both by surprise. You want a hostage, right? Thank your mom, kid, the shorter one sneered. Damn, I was hoping to shred something. The one with the patch let out a laugh. The two assailants grabbed Tsunami and pulled her to her feet. Inari collapsed on the floor and hugged her knees. Mom, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm a weak child, and I can't protect you. I don't want to die, but I'm scared. What a coward, Naruto's voice echoed in Inari's mind as he remembered everything the others had told him. Naruto, Kakashi, Tsunami and Keiza. Father. Will I be able to get strong too, Dad? Seeing that beautiful skin, makes me want to cut it. He smiled maliciously as tears streamed down his cheeks, and his mission was over. Wait a minute. A voice called to them from behind. Inari. Tsunami exclaimed. It's that kid again. Gee. Stay away from my mother. He shouted, throwing himself at them with all his might. Cut it off. Of course. The two henchmen muttered. Inari. Tsunami exclaimed, wishing with all her might that she could turn around and leave her behind. Two swords came together and cut the air towards Inari. 3 pieces of wood fell to the ground instead. What? The bully with the eye patch mused as he heard a triumphant voice behind his back. Sorry I'm late, and Nari. Naruto smiled at the boy before lowering him to the ground. But the hero always appears at the last second. Replacement jutsu. The goons turned to Naruto, dressed in his new outfit, which only accentuated his gloomy countenance. You tried to thwart my mission. You'll pay for it, he shouted, throwing a shower of shuriken at them. Backing up, they both struggled to block the shuriken. Some were hit in the knee, others had their skin cut off, and one got stuck between the legs of the patch thug. He collapsed with a high-pitched shriek, while his companion watched helplessly. A kuna and stuck in his arm, forcing him to drop the sword. Naruto lunged at him, kicked him and, turning on his other foot, landed a spinning kick in his face, throwing him into the icy water. Where is Cat? He yelled at the guy in the face. You're late, kid. By the time you get to the bridge, all your friends will be dead. Shut up and tell me what you want to know. Shut up and tell me what I want to know. Naruto strangled him again. Ugh, he's probably on his way to the bridge to finish off Zabuza and her unbearable brat. He smiled sardonically. Naruto couldn't think of anything. Why would an employer murder one of his own men? What exactly are you talking about? Naruto asked, calmer now, trying to understand the situation. The devil's brat almost broke his arm. You. Cat won't stand for it. The bully with the eye patch ended up passing out from the pain. Tsunami and Inari hugged each other tightly. Don't ever do something like that again. Tsunami shouted, clinging to Inari with all her might. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean for you to get hurt, Inari said between sobs. Better get in. Naruto ordered, using a clone, to drag the bully from the water to the small dock and tie them both up. Using my amazing ninja skills, I was able to find the tracks of guys, even jumping between the trees. They seemed suspicious to me because of the cut marks on the trees and all that, so I came to make sure you were okay," Naruto said with his characteristic skunky smile. "Besides, I arrived just in time to see how strong and brave you've become," she laughed and patted Inari's head. Inari was stunned, his gaze lowered, and his eyes filled with tears. "Thank you, Naruto," he screamed as Naruto covered his ears. "Inari, I need these things. Do you want to make me deaf?" Naruto shouted at him. They both smiled and laughed. Naruto paid attention to the bullies again. "I think everything is already solved. I'm going to help my friends," he said. "You take care of this, Inari. You can count on me, Naruto." Before Inari's eyes, Naruto turned into a cloud of smoke. Time jump. The battle on the bridge. Sasuke was stuck fighting Aku in his demonic ice mirrors jutsu, being riddled by multiple ice senbons. I was on the verge of defeat when something or someone approached the ice dome at high speed. Both ninjas heard the words shadows. As a black and red lightning struck the ice dome, ejecting Aku from it, a voice spoke. "Sasuke, I'll take care of this." "Sasuke. It's about time, you idiot." With that said, Sasuke fainted. "Aku, we don't have to fight," Naruto said to him. "I'm sorry, Naruto. I can't. I have to protect Zabuza-sama," Aku replied. "Well, then I won't hold back." Naruto says this while adopting a taijutsu pose. "Neither do I," Aku says as he adopts a taijutsu stance. The battle between two monarchs begins. Previously on Naruto. Kage no Kunsu Sasuke was fighting against Aku's powerful demonic ice mirrors jutsu, trying to dodge a continuous attack of ice needles. Exhaustion was slowly consuming him, pushing him to the limit. An unexpected and powerful presence emerged, traversing the frozen battlefield at an astonishing speed. Both ninjas heard the chilling words resonate in unison. Shadow. A black and red lightning burst out, shattering the ice dome and forcefully ejecting Aku from its grip. A shadowy figure emerged from the fog, casting an ominous presence over the battlefield. Sasuke narrowed his eyes, trying to make out the mysterious newcomer. In the midst of the chaos, an authoritative voice boomed out, declaring, "Sasuke, leave this to me." Looking up, Sasuke muttered with relief and sarcasm, "It was already now, idiot." The physical wear and tear of the battle finally took its toll, and Sasuke fell unconscious. "Haku, we don't have to fight," Naruto told him. "We can explore alternative solutions to address our differences," Naruto suggested, with the goal of establishing a mutual agreement with Aku. "I'm sorry, Naruto. I can't. I must protect Zabuza-sama," Aku replied in a voice filled with unwavering determination. "If you want it that way, then I will show you all my strength," Naruto said as he adopted a taijutsu stance. "I have no intention of backing down either," Aku replied, also adopting a taijutsu stance. And thus began the confrontation between these two extraordinary warriors. Present. On the bridge, two auras collided in a dramatic confrontation. A menacing demonic knight fixed his gaze on his attacker, while a majestic apparition of a celestial ice warrior, resplendent with an ethereal light, stood firm. The landscape was transformed as the snowflakes gracefully fell on the battlefield. It was the ultimate showdown, the king of the dead against the Snow Queen. In the blink of an eye, Naruto and Yaku vanished in a blinding flash, starting a fierce and exciting clash, where the art of the Taijiless would determine their fate. Naruto sent 3 shadow clones, powered with yokai chakra, to attack Aku. In response, Aku created an ice sword to fend off 2 of the clones. One of the clones then used a kunai to attack her, but Aku successfully blocked it with his sword. Aku grabbed the wrist of the first clone, froze him and beat him. While the first clone was shattering, the second one pounced on aka lightning speed, intending to surprise her. Aku dodges the attack with agility and counterattacks with a gust of icy wind that paralyzes the second clone. With a mocking smile, he takes advantage of the enemy's distraction and unleashes a powerful water dragon that crashes into the remaining clone, making Aniko's. When the battlefield is cleared, Haku sighs with relief, feeling safer. But just as he starts to relax, an icy breeze roses his skin, announcing the arrival of his next opponent. Naruto appeared out of nowhere behind Akui. With a quick movement, he gave her a powerful kick in the side, taking her by surprise. The force of the blow sent her flying into the air, crashing into a nearby tree with a thud. The leaves scattered through the air as his body hit the trunk. His composure had been shattered by Naruto's unexpected attack. The impact left her momentarily disoriented, but determination shone in her eyes as she rose from the ground, ready to strike back. Aku quickly regained his balance, driven by determination. I knew that I had to respond to Naruto's attack with the same force, because the battle between them was just beginning. With fierce intensity, Aku prepared to unleash his jutsu, ready to fend off Naruto's relentless attack. As the tension in the air increased, Aku concentrated all his chakra and quickly performed the necessary hand seals to execute his jutsu. The air crackled with energy as a powerful surge of ice chakra emanated from his hands, transforming into a series of sharp karambans aimed at Naruto. The karambanos flew through the air at an icy speed, approaching Naruto's position. Naruto, taken by surprise, quickly jumped up and turned his body to dodge the icy attack with an unwavering determination. Aku's eyes widened as he witnessed Naruto's incredible agility and firm resolve, feeling a mixture of surprise and admiration. At that moment, he realized that his opponent was not only a formidable shinobi, but a force to be reckoned with. She repositioned herself, ready to continue the battle, her mind scheming strategies to counter Naruto's resistance. As they met face to face, their gazes crossed, a tacit agreement between them, recognizing the intensity of the upcoming confrontation. A surge of excitement coursed through Naruto's veins as he faced Aku, the anticipation growing by the moment. The atmosphere froze with tension, both warriors preparing to unleash all their power in this battle of wills. The wind was howling, whipping his clothes and hair, intensifying the adrenaline flowing through his veins. With a determined smile, Naruto clenched his fist, ready to push his limits and prove his strength. Aku narrowed his eyes, his determination mirroring Naruto's as he prepared for the impending crash. The air vibrated with the unspoken defiance between them, setting the stage for an epic showdown between two formidable opponents. In that tense moment, Naruto's voice cut through the charged atmosphere, his words resonating with an unwavering determination. "I won't let anyone underestimate me," he declared, his conviction driving his every move as he charged at Aku with all his might. Naruto continued to attack with relentless fervor, his punches and kicks seeking to break through Aku's defenses. With each blow, Naruto felt his strength grow, driven by his unwavering determination and his never-give-up attitude. He could feel the chakra coursing through his veins, propelling him forward as he faced his most formidable opponent yet. The words of his mentor echoed in his ears, urging him to overcome his limits and emerge victorious. Aku interrupted Naruto by revealing his jutsu. His voice broke through the chaos of the battle, while his eyes sparkled with intensity. Naruto's heart raced, knowing that this jutsu could change the course of combat. He braced himself, ready to face whatever formidable technique Aku was about to unleash. And jutsu. Secret technique. Demonic ice crystals reflected, Aku announced. His voice echoed on the battlefield, freezing the air and transforming it into multiple ice mirrors that reflected a dangerous energy. Countless sharp ice fragments emerged from the mirrors, shot with lethal precision towards Aku's opponent, threatening to envelop Naruto in a prison of ice and despair. Naruto summoned the Shadow Dome to block the fragments of ice that were trying to pass through it. The translucent, dark dome materialized just in time, deflecting the deadly fragments with a deafening crash. As the fragments bounced harmlessly against the protective barrier, Naruto felt the chill of Aku's jutsu still present in the air. A stark reminder of the dangerous battle that was being waged before him. He clenched his fists, determination burning in his eyes, preparing to strike back with a powerful blow. He knew that he couldn't afford for Aku's ice jutsu to continue wreaking havoc unchecked. With a quick succession of hand seals, Naruto summoned the fiery power of the Ninetales inside him, channeling it into a flaming chakra sphere. The air crackled with anticipation as he launched the huge purple fireball at Aku, determined to break through the icy attack. and turn the tide of the battle in his favor. The fireball soared through the air, leaving behind a trail of searing heat. As hell rushed towards Aku, Naruto's eyes burned with unwavering determination. Aware that this move could make the difference between victory and defeat, Aku's eyes widened in surprise as he realized the immense power of Naruto's attack, but he quickly pulled himself together and prepared to defend himself from the impending onslaught. As the fireball approached, Aku's hands traced a series of intricate seals, conjuring a complex network of ice to counter Naruto's fierce attack. The intense heat of Naruto's fireball slammed into Aku's icy defense, creating a powerful vapor that engulfed the battlefield. The two forces collided with an explosive energy, leaving everything covered by a thick haze. "Damn it, I won't let Zabuza-sama down," Aku shouted. As the clash intensified, Aku's determination grew stronger, driven by his unwavering loyalty to Zabuza. With every blow he dealt Naruto, he tried his hardest, refusing to let his master down. Suddenly, a surge of chakra coursed through Aku's veins, amplifying his speed and strength. In that instant, she felt invincible, ready to risk everything for the only person who had shown her kindness. In a world that only knew her as a weapon. But he kept a few up his sleeve. Unbeknownst to his opponent, Aku was hiding a powerful and lethal jutsu, one he had kept secret until now. With a grim determination. "Chenami, ice element, omnidirectional ice waves," Aku exclaimed. It is a jutsu that allows the user to create and release ice waves in all directions, capable of freezing anything in its path. Aku's advanced control over the ice made him a formidable opponent in battle. "What the hell?" Naruto exclaimed. I couldn't believe the power that possessed Aku, and the ice waves seemed unstoppable. As the frozen landscape expanded, Naruto realized that I should have come up with a plan quickly. "Kurama, please send me some of your chakra immediately," Naruto exclaimed mentally with urgency. "Got it, brat," Kurama replied. Feeling the surge of Kurama's chakra, Naruto's body ignited with an igneous aura, and his determination intensified. With a newfound power coursing through his veins, he devised a strategy to counter Aku's icy attack. Leaping through the frigid air, Naruto channeled Kurama's chakra to power his next move. Upon landing on the icy ground, he concentrated on creating a spiral vortex of flames to counter Aku's ice jutsu. "Kamikyaku, Hell Style. Majestic Destroyer Flame," Naruto exclaimed. The spiral vortex of purple flames intensified, its radiant heat melting the icy attack and intensifying the flare. The scorching hell engulfed Aku's ice jutsu, repelling the icy attack and leaving behind a trail of molten destruction. Aku watched in disbelief as the intense flames consumed her ice and threatened to engulf her. As the scorching heat approached, Aku braced himself for the full impact of the igneous attack. "I'm sorry, Zabuza-sama. I can't defeat this monster," Aku thought solemnly. "But I still have one jutsu left to protect me," he added mentally. He concentrated all his energy and channeled his chakra into the final jutsu, creating a protective barrier just in time to shelter from the scorching flames. With the pearly sweat on his forehead, Haku composed himself and prepared to face the flames once more. The fire was roaring loudly, dancing in the air, and threatening to consume everything in its path. Aku's determination grew stronger as she summoned her inner strength and pushed forward, ready to give her all in this final battle against the unforgiving hell. When the intense heat enveloped the protective barrier, Aku gritted his teeth and searched inside, drawing on the last reserves of chakra. With sheer force of will, she strengthened the barrier, pushing it to the limit, determined to resist the relentless attack of the flames. But the ice began to crack. Desperate to resist, Aku mustered every last drop of strength, clinging to the hope that the barrier would hold a little longer. The sound of gall or breaking echoed through the cavern, sending shivers down his spine as he fought the growing sense of dread. A loud crack sounded in the dome as Naruto prepared to deal the final blow to Aku. "Kakusen!" Naruto exclaimed. A whirlwind of purple and red lightning began to surround his right fist. The energy crackled with supernatural power, and the air around him was charged with expectation. With a primal roar, he unleashed his devastating attack, the force of which propelled him towards Aku like lightning. The impact of the attack generated shock waves in the air, making the ground tremble under their feet. Aku barely had time to react as Naruto's electrically charged fist got closer and closer. The force of the attack threw Aku backwards, crashing into a nearby tree with a dry, resounding thud. The surrounding area crackled with the residual energy of Naruto's punch, leaving a sense of impending triumph in the air. Zabuza-sama. No. Dad, I'm so sorry. Aqua had lost consciousness. Naruto approached Aku's unconscious body and took his pulse. Well, she's still alive, but unconscious. It will take a while to wake up. Naruto sighed with relief. Tazuna and Sakura approached Naruto and the injured Haku. Sakura knelt down next to Naruto and took out some bandages from her medicine cabinet. We need to make sure he's stable until he wakes up, Sakura said, starting to heal Aku's wounds. Naruto nodded as Sakura tended to Aku's wounds, carefully wrapping them with the bandages. We can't leave her exposed out here, Naruto said as he searched for a safe place to take Aku. Let's take her to Tazuna's house. Speaking of which, how's our favorite Himo doing? Naruto asked. He's still unconscious, Sakura replied. Let's wait for Kakashi-sensei to finish his fight with Zabuza, Naruto said. Sakura, still concentrating on Aku's injuries, nodded. When Kakashi-sensei is finished, we will be able to escort Tazuna, Sasuke, and Aku back home safely, he suggested. Hoping that Kakashi would soon put an end to the fight, Naruto looked back at the battle, feeling a great urgency. Kakashi time jump against Zabuza. Invocation Jutsu. Kakashi exclaimed. A cloud of smoke appeared, and as it dissipated, a pack of ninja dogs materialized in front of him, ready for action. Kakashi smiled, confident in his team's abilities as they embarked on their mission. Pakken, I need you to find the trail of Zabuza, Kakashi said. Pakken sniffed the air immediately, guided by his keen sense of smell. The ninja dogs fanned out, determined to track down their target and bring him to justice. Ark! Zabuza shouted through the fog. Kakashi saw his ninquin biting Zabuza, pinning him down. He smiled smugly, sure that his plan was working perfectly. Kakashi quickly approached Zabuza, ready to capture him and end this long battle once and for all. I will finish you off with my own jutsu, Kakashi said. He formed hand, seals at lightning speed, channeling chakra for his signature movement. Prepare for your end, Zabuza, Kakashi declared, his gaze fixed and determined. With a quick movement, Kakashi unleashed his lightning sword, illuminating the battlefield with its piercing brilliance. The rumble of thunder echoed in the air. Zabuza's eyes widened in amazement as he realized the immense power of Kakashi's lightning sword. Intense electrical energy pulsed in the air, foreshadowing a swift and devastating defeat. Damn it, I'm trapped. Zabuza exclaimed, furious. A malicious smile was drawn on Kakashi's lips as he fixed his gaze on his immobilized opponent. It seems that your luck has run out, Zabuza, he said in a firm, cold voice. He advanced slowly, the lightning sword crackling with indomitable power, ready to strike the final blow. The lightning sword hit Zabuza's shoulder with a deafening crack, sending electric shocks all over his body. Zabuza's scream of agony echoed across the battlefield as Kakashi overpowered him, with victory assured. Applause. Applause. Looks like the fog demon is no big deal. The fog visited itself, letting Gato and a group of thugs be seen behind him. Cat. What the hell are you doing here, Cat? Zabuza said with contempt. You ninjas are too expensive for me. I've brought my goons. They're more economical. Now, where's that bitch that broke my wrist? Asked Cat. Zabuza narrowed his eyes at Gato's words and squeezed his gun hard. You won't touch her. He grunted, getting ready for the fight. The tension in the air increased as the confrontation between Gato and the ninjas escalated. Hemph. Get 'em, boys. And leave the women to me. I want to have fun with them later, said Cat. A purple mist began to cover the bridge as bloodlust spread through the air. Zabuza, can you still fight? Because I'm ready to wipe out all this scum, Naruto's voice said in the fog. The words echoed in the air echoing through the dense haze as Zabuza's eyes narrowed. With a fierce determination burning inside him, he gripped his sword tightly and replied, "I may be hurt, Naruto, but I will never give up. Let's show this scum what we're made of." Naruto channels his inner darkness, unleashing a fierce and imposing aura that subdues his target. Naruto approaches Zabuza and wears the shadow armor over him, covering his unlikely ally with an all-black suit. Skill: Armor of Shadows. The shadow armor not only enhances Naruto's physical abilities, but also grants him the ability to manipulate shadows, which gives him an additional advantage in battle by allowing him to hide his movements and launch surprise attacks. In addition, he can transfer the armor to several people, but the disadvantage is that, for now, he cannot heal himself or anyone else wearing it. "Okay, Zabuza, don't let them stab you. The armor will protect you, but it won't heal you until I fully master and develop this ability," Naruto said. Zabuza nodded, narrowing her eyes determinedly. "I trust you, Naruto. We will make the most of this armor and ensure our victory. Let's show them the power of shadows." With a mutual understanding, Naruto and Zabuza prepared for the coming battle. Their alliance forged by the belief in their combined strength. They anticipated the arrival of the enemies, ready to unleash their coordinated attack. Naruto handed him to Zabuza Kubakurbocho, who immediately took the gun. Simultaneously, Naruto summoned Mistiltine from a seal on his forearm. The air was charged with tension as Zabuza raised the huge sword, the presence of which increased the tension of the impending battle. With a quick and precise movement, Naruto wielded Mistiltine, the blade of which glowed ominously under the dim purple light. The tension was palpable as Zabuza raised the huge sword, whose presence added to the weight of the impending battle. With a quick and precise movement, Naruto grabbed the grip of Mistiltine, the blade of which glowed ominously under the dim purple light. "Let's get rid of these bastards," Naruto said, looking at the bullies. They returned his gaze with contempt, unfazed by his threatening tone. Zabuza, with a sinister glint in his eyes, silently nodded, ready to unleash his lethal power in combat. Adrenaline coursed through their veins as they prepared for the inevitable clash of steel and wool. Zabuza smiled maliciously. "With pleasure," he said. The demonic auras of the two swordsmen collided violently, creating a lethal tornado of dark energy around them. The spectators held their breath. The expectation for the outcome grew with every passing second. Naruto and Zabuza quickly and determinedly attacked the crowd of thugs with their gleaming swords. The thugs, taken by surprise, were easily defeated by the precise and calculated blows of the swordsmen. The duo moved with almost supernatural coordination, their movements fluid and synchronized as they quickly dispatched their opponents. With every blow, the air crackled with the primal power of their demonic auras, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. Their eyes shone with a supernatural intensity, and their expressions remained stoic as they continued to eliminate any threats in their way. Viewers could only watch in awe as the duo moved forward with unwavering determination. Gato was terrified as he witnessed the unstoppable force in front of him. His heart was pounding with fear as he realized the futility of resisting. They were as if they were unstoppable, a force of nature beyond human comprehension. The ground was shaking under his feet with every step, and Kat could feel the weight of her presence on him. It was evident that they were not subject to the laws of this world, and Gato's only hope was to find a way to escape their fury. Desperate to escape, Gato spotted a boat at the end of the bridge. With a rush of adrenaline, she ran to him, her only chance of survival. When he reached the end of the bridge, he jumped on board, hoping it would be his ticket to security. "And where do you think you're going?" Zabuza asked, wounded, suddenly appearing with a bloody sword. Gato froze in fear when he heard Zabuza's threatening voice, realizing that his escape would not be as easy as he expected. A chilling silence took over the scene, leaving Gato alone in the face of the danger that stood in his way. Kat desperately begged, "I implore you, spare my life. I am ready to offer you whatever you want. Women, wealth, or anything else. Please, I'm begging you, don't take my life." But Zabuza only smiled scornfully, fixing her cold eyes on Gato with disdain. "You've caused enough suffering already," he snapped, squeezing the bloody blade tighter. "Your time has come to an end." Kat's heart raced as he realized that there was no way to negotiate with the ruthless killer in front of him. Zabuza pounced on the terrified cat with Kubakurbocho in hand, her eyes shining with a cold determination. With lightning speed, Zabuza swung his huge sword at Gato, ready to deal him the final blow. That would end his reign of terror and suffering. As the blade pounced on him, Kat's life flashed before his eyes like a quick parade of greed, corruption, and the countless lives he had ruined. At that instant, he felt a surge of regret and fear, knowing that everything was about to end abruptly and violently. With a last desperate effort, Gato raised an arm in a futile defense, but it was too late. The blade caught up with him, and the world went dark as Kat's reign of tyranny came to a swift and decisive end. The two demonic auras dissipated, revealing a pile of mutilated bodies of thugs on the other side of the bridge. A sepulchral silence filled the air, broken only by the distant sound of sirens, which intensified. Kat's inert body lay motionless, a stark reminder of the consequences of his actions. The once feared tyrant had fallen, leaving behind a trail of destruction and a city in desperate need of healing. The shadow armor flashed and faded, revealing the frail figure of Zabuza, who was coughing up blood, gasping for air. His body covered with numerous deep lacerations. "Brat," Zabuza said as she saw Naruto kneel in front of the swordsman. Zabuza's voice was weak, but with a strange mixture of bitterness and admiration. "You remind me of someone I knew," he muttered, his gaze fixed on Naruto with resignation. "You remind me of Yagura before he went completely crazy," Zabuza murmured in a barely audible whisper. Naruto's gaze reflected a mixture of confusion and empathy as he paid close attention to Zabuza's last words. These words were suspended in midair, leaving Naruto pondering the depth of their meaning. With a solemn expression, Naruto made a silent oath to find out more about Yagura and the tragic circumstances that led him to madness. "Naruto, take care of Aku. And tell her I'm sorry, I couldn't be the father she wanted," Zabuza said. Naruto nodded silently, taking in Zabuza's latest request with a heavy heart. He promised himself that he would fulfill Zabuza's wishes, no matter what challenges lay ahead. Naruto felt an immense weight on his shoulders, aware that fulfilling Zabuza's request would not be an easy task. Holding back tears, Zabuza's last words echoed in her mind. "Take care of yourself, my child, before you die." Naruto paused for a moment to sort out his thoughts, his determination getting stronger with each passing second. She knew that she had to protect Zabuza's daughter and fulfill the last promise she had made to her father. An ability arose in Naruto's mind. Skill. Extraction of shadows. Naruto can extract the shadows from the corpses of his enemies and add them to his army. This allows you to increase your forces in battle and gain an advantage over your opponents. In addition, extracted shadows can be used to gather information or perform reconnaissance missions, without putting the lives of others at risk. "Well, what did Jinuo Osan say to activate the extraction?" Naruto asked. "Yes. Zabuza Momoki, the former member of the 7 Ninja Swordsmen. I invoke your shadow to serve me as an ally." "Get up!" Naruto exclaimed. A demonic version of Zabuza's shadow began to materialize, taking shape in front of Naruto. The nebulous figure nodded solemnly, ready to fulfill Naruto's order. "I now name you, the Demon Knight of the Mist, Danuya," Naruto said. Danuya knelt before him and vanished, waiting to be summoned again. "Hey, Kakashi," Naruto said when Kakashi appeared next to him. "Yes," Kakashi replied. "Take me and Aku to Tezuna's house," Naruto said as he started to faint, but Kakashi caught him. "You have become stronger, Naruto," Kakashi said. "Thank you, Kakashi-sensei," Naruto muttered before losing consciousness. Kakashi carried Naruto on his back and headed towards Tezuna's house, worried about the well-being of his young student.